it Dolly Parton who said, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade?
Well, you're not listening. Life's giving me 24 bottles of double egg.
I don't think she meant, like, literal lemonade.
Whatever. Anyway, right, I'm here about the dress code. Is it my going to court gear, or is it my funeral gear? It's kind of a mix of the two, isn't it?
We weren't expecting you to come.
You kidding? Where was she bought, innit?
It's Toya. Yo, Miss T. Today? I'd love another crack at covering the bar. But it's Aiden's inquest.
Oh, no, Gemma, don't worry about it. It's fine. The pub is your future. Honestly, it's your priority.
Toya, count me in. We won't let you down.
See, she can't think you're that useless. I'll show you out.
Good luck for today.
Yeah, and you. All.
Eva's back. I rang her last night. This, submitting written evidence nonsense. It's breaking his heart. So I rang her. She didn't pick up. But it wasn't that international dial tone anymore.
Oh, please, God.
Doesn't mean she's gonna show up.
Talk about dodging a bullet. As if today ain't gonna be hard enough.
Don't get his hopes up. It's cruel.
No, you're right.
Hey, Joseph's taken a real shine to you.
I've always said you don't have to be down with the kids to be down with the kids.
Well, I booked Mrs. Martin, but turns out you'd rather spend the day with you.
Oh, jeez.
You're in a cat's pyjamas, Brian.
Here you are. Rita, I need a favour. It's Gemma. Toya's asked her back to do another day in the pub.
Well, that's grand.
She thinks it's all smiles and sambucas, but you need proper business nows to run a pub. Will you speak to her, Rita, please?
Be bad cop to your good cop, you mean?
Just ask her some questions, get her mulling it over.
I've said it over and over till I'm blue in the face. Friendly or not, the supporters should be there tonight. The faithful, working-class fans. It's the duty.
You sound like Winston Churchill. We shall fight them on the reaches. We shall fight them on the terraces.
Oh. It's all gone the other way now. Song sheets.
What?
Well, if you don't know the songs off by heart, you don't deserve to sing them.
Oh, well, I can't argue there. I expect you'll be hoarse in the morning.
What? No, I'm not going. I've got Amy's concert.
Well, what about your duty?
Well, I've got fatherly duties. County could field Lionel Messi tonight. I'll still be there, stuck on the front row, listening to Greensleeves.
Oh, she did text. Yeah, I suppose that's a step in the right direction. Yeah, why would she bother saying that she's coming if it's not for the inquest? This isn't home anymore, is it?
Oh, you're not bothered about that. You just want to cuddle with Susie. You're as bad as Johnny, you.
No, it's got nothing to do with Susie. Eva needs closure. We all do.
Hey, that's a day saver. Who throws a day saver away at 10:30 in the morning?
Someone with more money than sense.
Where are you gonna go? I mean, the world's your oyster. Well, as long as it's within the city zone.
I might bob into my accounting, check my stocks and shares, have lunch with the architect.
Aye. How's the old multi-storey tent coming along?
Game changer. Oh, then I'm booked in for Botox at 3.
Do you think they could fix me up at the same time?
I'll get you a paper bag.
You're too kind. Actually, you are too kind. Thank you for last night. I had the best night's sleep I've had in ages. I best get to my shift.
It's a concert at a church hall. It's hardly last night at the proms. I'll give you my mascara, but I'm not paying 30 quid for you to have your makeup done.
Oh, but Eliza
Ainsworth can kiss my sweet backside. She plays the triangle.
Percussion.
Listen, babe, nobody is going to be looking at your face because they're going to be listening to your fiddle.
Violin.
Whatever.
The Lady Leighton's gone. The red rum. The punch bowl's going to be an Aldi.
Yeah, but this is the Rovers. It's solid, isn't it?
It hasn't always been, love. The Duckworths got on the wrong side of the taxman. In the end, they had to sell. They wound up as potman and cleaner.
So we should just throw in the towel right now, is that what you're saying?
It's just a caution, love. I mean, this is a precarious business.
And it's in my blood. We've got big dreams and energy on our side. Sean will back me. Hunger can move mountains, right?
Well, I mean, what happened to you? You look like you've gone 3 rounds with Anthony Joshua.
You should see the state of the other lad. I'll just put these in the wash.
Dum spiro, spero. My old school motto. While I breathe, I hope. Yesterday we took a tumble. Today, we get back up.
Hey, hey.
Ooh. You better stick those on a boil wash.
It's tragic. I'll go and say it, Kate. Picking over the carcass, that's what you think I'm doing. Listen, honey. None of this has been about money. Now is not the time. Johnny. Dad, I don't want today to be any harder for you than it is already. Okay, there's more important things to life than the factory. I just want you to go out there and you tell your truth.
What do you mean?
Underworld. You know, it was ours. We built and rebuilt it together, and that's all I was fighting for, the memory. That, and it was something to do, you know, instructing the solicitor and getting angry. I suppose it was easier than sitting with the emptiness. I hope it's okay. I told the solicitor to go home. There's no place for him here.
You're right. Money's not important. I want it said for the record so that she can read it when she gets older. Her dad was a good man, generous man, who cared.
I cared too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court is now open.
I told you she wouldn't turn up. Well, if Eva couldn't face this, the Connors have got no one to blame but themselves.
Nice shirt, mate. I didn't know we were getting a costume change.
Oh, it's an old one of Peter's. I found it in the back. I spilled a drip tray down mine, so it's in the wash.
Well, I bet it looks better on you. Gem's out the back.
Yeah. Cancel your plans? I've blocked off our weekend. Customer just gave me these.
Blackpool Rocks? What is it? Festival?
The best night of your life is what it is. Close I got for now.
Just the pair? Oh, right. It's tonight. Well, she's going to have to go because I've got Amy's summer showpiece.
And this is Simon Jeffrey, a.k.a. DJ ICS. Third night at Extinction, remember? Oh, come on, Trace. Won't be the same without you.
Cheers.
I can get another ticket. Customer's picking his car up at 3. Let you do loads for Amy. Let Steve fly solo for once.
The purpose of this inquest is to answer 4 questions. Who died? When and where he died? And perhaps most importantly of all, how he came by his death.
Sorry. Sorry, we've had a bit of a nightmare.
Boom.
It's called the Uber Duber.
No way.
So, we need to shift this by the bucket load. 300 quid's worth, and we can pay Talia back, but then after that, it's profit all the way.
I like your moxie. God, anyone else, I'd say this was impossible, but you With this little beauty, you're going to put us on the map.
The court will now hear from Aidan's father, John Connor.
Hey, I'm in it. We don't have to do this. Just say the word and we'll get out of here.
Take the New Testament in your hand and read the oath, please.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence of...
Adam, do you want me to take her out?
No, she's fine.
Oh, she's clearly not.
Mr. Connor, I'm sorry to have to take you through the sad events of your son's death. You were unfortunate enough to find him.
It's burnt on my memory. I don't think it will ever fade.
The time was 8:55 a.m.
He was late for work. I went to chase him up. I called him lazy, feckless, you name it. I had no idea.
Aidan had given you no cause to fear for his well-being.
He had the world at his feet. Or so I thought. Looking back now, there were signs that he was unsettled. He'd been put in charge of the factory. It was a massive vote of confidence, and he took his responsibilities very seriously. People's lives, livelihoods in his hands. He'd moved back into his own flat. It wasn't until I went there that morning that I realised he'd never unpacked, not properly.
Tell us what happened when you went into the flat.
It was quiet. He was always one of them that had the telly blasting or music blaring on his phone. The silence made me feel uncomfortable. And then I saw the note.
Telling you not to go into the bathroom, but to call the police.
He was trying to protect us.
Did you call the police?
I went into the bathroom. I moved him. He was a big lad. He's way bigger than me. But I couldn't stand the thought of anyone else seeing him like that. My son.
She shouldn't be sitting through this. Just leave it. No, it's not right.
Take your time.
Hey, just let me take her.
It's all right. Take your time.
I'm fine, really. I heard the siren. Ambulance. I knew he was gone. But there's a part of me trying to kid myself that there was some way back, some miracle. Even if he'd been brain damaged. I'd have taken it, I'd have had that. Rather than not having him at all.
Hey, I've had an idea. Why don't I stay? Huh? It's only going to get busier and I could do with the overtime.
I'm sorry, Sean, but I can't afford it. Not if we're going to pay Toya back. A good landlady always balances her books. Can we tempt you, Daniel?
I didn't realise that the Rovers had Instagram.
Oh, yeah, Henry is a whiz at all that stuff. And it's 2 for 1 if you follow us online. Why don't you give Sinead a shout?
Now, she's working, but I'm drinking for 2.
Oh, yeah? Something to celebrate.
It's Friday, and I'm alive. You're only just, by the looks of it.
Oh, well, once they got my wages, they soon lost interest.
Sorry.
Don't suppose you could lend me a fiver, could you?
Oh, no, mate, you wouldn't believe it. These 2 drinks are literally my last penny. Who carries cash these days, eh?
Flipping flu. I ask you, who gets the flu in August?
Well, you're oboist of it. Hang on, does this mean the concert's off?
Postponed until further notice, sorry.
Well, I'm sure I got over it. Have a bourbon.
Right, sorry. I've got good news and bad news. The good news is Joni Pilcher is having a sample sale.
Translate.
Joni Pilcher. Bling frocks for the Cheshire set.
Steve, baby, this could save you thousands.
What's the bad news?
Well,
it's tonight, and it's in Blackpool. I'm going to take Beth and Abby, but we're going to have to stay over. Sorry, babe.
Well, I'm disappointed. I won't lie.
Mum, it's...
No, Amy, it's a blow. But if this Joni thingy dress, whatever, means so much, then...
Oh, thank you, baby. You won't regret it. I'm sorry.
Weddy County are having a pre-season friendly tonight.
Oh, don't tell me I've got to go.
It's worse than that. You're going to have friends over, order a pizza.
Back of the net.
You betcha.
I'd rented a cottage in Cheshire, and I thought that nobody knew about it, so I was a bit surprised when I answered the door.
You were estranged?
Yeah, we were engaged, but we split up. It was wrongdoings on both sides.
Is that what she calls it?
How did Aidan seem?
Calm. I thought he'd come to start a fight, but he just seemed really relaxed, generous, like he was ready to let me go.
Did his calmness alarm you?
No. It makes me sound so stupid now, doesn't it? How couldn't I have known? But he just seemed like he'd made sense of it all. All he wanted to do was dance. So we danced. I think that he thought he was setting me free. Which only made me love him even more.
Took a right beating. Wasn't a fair fight, and then they took off with his wages.
Where were this? My mother's mother? Well, she had a cottage in the Highlands. We'd see reindeer, goats, red foxes, well, you name it.
Wow. Hey, Joseph. You having a good day?
Awesome.
I could get used to this.
Well, how do you feel about making it more permanent? Like, after school and in the holidays?
Except at Christmas, because you're busy at Christmas.
Brian? Sorry. You and Kathy still interested in the shop? Only Sinead and I have had a bit of a rethink and, well, it's yours if you want to rent it off us.
I wish you'd changed these cards. That bed's been gone for over a month. I don't know why I bother.
Sean? Daniel told me you got mugged and took all your wages.
What? I didn't know they'd taken your wages. That's terrible.
If you give me your incident number, I'll chase it up for you.
No, it's fine. The boys in blue, they've got plenty on their plates.
No, go on. Go on. These scumbags, they need sorting out.
No, it's fine. I'm over it. Spilt milk and all that.
No, there should be zero tolerance for stuff like this. Look, it's no bother, I'll chase it up.
Like I've said, even if you were a proper copper, then there's no chance of you catching these scumbags. They have gone, and so has my money. So if you don't mind, just leave it.
He was supposed to be at Jenny and Johnny's leaving do, but I was the one that was stressing out. Phone was going every 5 minutes. My laptop was pinging. He was just really calm. Too calm. I realise that now. He told me that he loved me, and I let him go. He was halfway back to Johnny and Jenny's party when I found my engagement ring. So I phoned him, but he didn't answer. So I left a message. I was ready to talk. I felt ready to admit how I felt about him. I went to bed that night thinking that we had a future. That I had my Aidan back. That night it was magic. I don't know if he ever played the message.
Maybe he did. Maybe his mind was too messed up by then. Maybe he'd already wrote his note. By the time that I went looking for him to say that I was ready to try again, he was already dead. I replayed that night over and over again. I just keep thinking, what if I'd said this? Or what if I'd done that? And then because I was his last chance to save him. And I blew it.
No.
The world was a better place with Aidan in it. He just didn't know it. And I know that people think that I used him. But I loved him so much. I loved him with all my heart.
We're back in Coronation Street in half an hour.